Good morning, everyone. Today is our fourth session regarding our Java real-time project development. Last three classes we have uploaded in the YouTube and we shared the links in our WhatsApp channel also. If anyone is not part of our WhatsApp channel, then please follow us in our WhatsApp channel so that you will not miss any updates from us. I'm giving the channel link in the chat box, guys. So please join in that channel. Good. In the last classes, what we have discussed? We discussed about the prerequisites to join our Java real-time project development course and what is our course content. What we are going to learn as part of this real-time project development we discussed. There are 8 modules available, like introduction module, the real-time tools, mini projects development, major project development, microservices, AWS cloud and Linux, and interview guidance. So total, the course is divided into 8 modules, guys. And we discussed about course information like what is the duration, what are the timings for the class, how many days classes will be there in a week, what is the fee structure, what about the class notes, backup videos, all that information I have explained in this section. Then we started our discussion related to how many types of software companies will be available and what is the interview process in those companies and how the package structure will be available in those companies also discussed. Then we discussed about types of software projects. How many types of projects will be available in the IT industry? Okay, and which type of project is better for us to improve our technical skills also we discussed. And we discussed about types of software jobs. So what is a permanent job and what is contract job? What are the benefits with the permanent job? What are the benefits with the contract job also we discussed. And we discussed about types of team in the project. Okay, mainly two types of teams will be available. One is offshore team, another one is onshore team. The team members who are working in the client location, they are called as onshore team member. And the people who are working at the development center, they are called as offshore team members. Onshore and offshore team members will connect daily for the discussion by using a bridge call. So daily meetings will be available with the onshore team. If you have any confusion on the requirement, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, you cannot communicate with the client directly. Between the client and the development team, the functional team will be available. The on-site team will act as a mediator. So those people are called as business people, business analyst people. They will work at the client location. They will interact with the client. They will understand the client business. They will get the requirements from the client and they will prepare requirement document, functional design document. We will call it as FDD. So they will prepare the FDD and they will share the FDD with the offshore people. So in the offshore, developers will be available, testers will be available, and database team will be available. DevOps teams also will be available. So complete project development lifecycle will be taken care at the offshore. Good. Then we completed all these concepts in the last 3 classes, guys. And we also discussed what is the benefit of joining this Java real-time project. People may think that, sir, already we completed our Java training. Then what we are going to get from this JRTP course? As I told you, in this JRTP course, you are going to understand real-time work culture. So in the companies, when you go for software company, a team will be available to develop the project. How to work in a team. So we are going to understand the teamwork concept here. That means how multiple developers code will be integrated at one place. What are the challenges we are going to face when we go for the code integration and how to resolve those problems, how we are going to get the conflicts in the code integration, how to resolve those code conflicts, and multiple developers are involving in the development. So how to perform the code review. Okay, some freshers will be available, some experienced people will be available. So how to perform the code reviews and how to perform the unit testing of our code, whatever the code we are implementing, how to do the unit testing of that code, how to fix the bugs, how to implement logging in the application, how to do the logs monitoring, how to handle exceptions in the application, how to handle security in the application, how to use multi-threading in the application, how to use OOPS concepts in the project. Everyone know OOPS concepts: inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation. But where to use those OOPS concepts in the coding? In our project, in which scenario we need to use that OOPS concept? everybody know multi-threading, how to create a thread, how to start the thread. But where to use that multi-threading in the real-time project, that scenario we are going to discuss. You know exception handling, but how to handle exceptions in the project, how to handle security in the project. Those things we are going to learn as part of project development. Real-time projects means how I'm developing the project in my company. In the same way, we are going to develop the projects here so that you will get that real-time knowledge. Real-time project means we are going to understand the real-time work culture. We will be working as a team to complete one project. Then you will get the real-time experience on that project so that your confidence levels will be increased to attend the interviews. This course is not only for attending the interviews, even after getting selected to survive in the job also, this course is going to help you. So you are going to understand the real-time work culture and you are going to understand how to use the tools in the project. Okay, so a lot of tools people are using in the industry. Only coding is not sufficient for the project. Along with the coding, some operations also required. So to perform those operations, people will use several tools, guys. So what are the tools they are going to use? We are going to discuss here. And the most important thing and the biggest weakness I have observed in the several students, analysis skills. So they know Java, they know Java concepts, but when we give some requirement, they are not able to analyze that requirement. Requirement analysis skill is very important. So a lot of people are not getting the jobs due to lack of confidence. So many people not attending the interviews also due to lack of confidence. Why they are not getting the confidence after completing the full stack course for 6 months of time, still they are not getting that confidence. The reason they are weak in the analysis part. So you are going to learn that analysis part here and a database design. So as I have told you that I have given one project the URL for you and I have asked you people to design the database. Some people are able to do, some people are not able to do. That means your analysis skills has to improve, then you can become a good developer. Coding everyone can do, class creation, method creation, variable creation. But the problem, the biggest problem, how many classes we need to create, how many methods we need to create for the requirement, what parameter we need to take for the method, what return type we need to take for the method. Getting that idea is difficult. Okay, writing the code is nothing. Just first we need to start the analysis. That analysis we are going to learn, and we are going to learn the database design. We are going to improve our coding skills also. And the most important thing in the industry, front end is developing by using one technology, back end is getting developed by using another technology. We are also following the same thing here. Front end we will develop by using Angular, back end we will develop by using Spring Boot. So here so many people don't know Spring Boot and Angular. No problem. Spring Boot we are starting as a separate batch, guys. You can join for that Spring Boot parallelly. And so many people don't know Angular also. No problem. Angular we are teaching as part of JRTP. Angular is not a prerequisite for this course, guys. Angular you can learn in our project development. We are not charging anything extra for the Angular. Angular we are giving as free of cost if you join for Java real-time project development. Okay, and the next one, we are going to learn full stack development, how the front end application and back end applications will be integrated. And we are going to work with several DevOps tools like Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes to create the real CI/CD pipelines to automate our project build and deployment process. So not only the development, even we are going to understand the operations also for our project, how the Git repositories will be created, how the user permissions will be managed in the Git repositories, how Jenkins pipelines will be created to do the continuous integration and continuous deployment, CI/CD pipelines, how to containerize our application by using Docker, how to orchestrate our application by using Kubernetes. Those things also we are going to learn. And another benefit for you, you are going to learn AWS cloud as well in this project. Nowadays, every company is going with cloud infrastructure. So as a developer, you should have some knowledge on the cloud platform. So we are going to teach you the AWS cloud as part of this course. Not a complete AWS course, guys. So 6 to 7 services in the AWS we are going to learn, which are important for the Java developers. So once these AWS cloud classes are completed, happily you can keep in the resume that I know AWS cloud. I can use AWS cloud to perform my project operations. I can host my application on the AWS cloud. I can map my application to the domain name by using that AWS cloud services. That confidence you are going to get from the AWS classes. Along with that, we are going to learn Linux concepts also, because in the industry, Windows is used for the development purpose, but for the deployment purpose, for the project execution purpose, for storing the logs of the application, for servers, database server, application server, all Jenkins server, Docker server, Kubernetes server, all SonarQube server, Nexus server, all these servers will be available on the Linux machines only. So as a developer, you should have some knowledge related to Linux operating system, which is very, very important. Okay. Can you tell me how many of you know Linux operating system? How many of you can work with Linux machines, guys? Can you guys tell me how many of you know the Linux operating system in this class? Can you comment yes or no? Do you know Linux or you don't know Linux? Do you know Linux or you don't know Linux? Some majority of the people are saying we don't know Linux. Some people are saying they know Linux. Some people are saying they don't know Linux. Yes. Some people are saying Linux. Some people are saying they don't know Linux. And anyone who is working in the real time, can you tell me, guys, is Linux required in the real time or Linux not required in the real time? Ashwini, you are working person, right? Can you tell me Linux is important for the developers, not important for the developer?
Yes, to daily basis we need to monitor the logs. For that we used to use the basic commands like
Yes.
tail command, head command.
Tail command, head command, grep command, VA command.
Yes, in AWS also to install the softwares we need the Linux basic commands.
Yeah, so she's working in the company, guys. She's saying that on daily basis, she has to monitor the logs of the application. The log files are available in the Linux machine. So you should know as a developer, you should know how to connect with the Linux machine. Okay. And how to go to the location where the log file is available, how to get the data from the log file, how to search for particular text in the log file. So all these things we will do based on the commands only. So that's why as a developer, you should know those Linux commands. Okay. So that is what I'm telling you. This course is not for getting the job, not only for getting the job, even to survive in the job also. Maybe in the interview, they may not ask any question on the Linux commands because you are going for the development role. So they will ask questions related to development like Spring Boot, microservices, data structures, some core Java. They will ask those questions. But once you join in the project, in the real time, the work culture will be different. So your manager will tell you to check the logs of the application and identify what is the issue. You got one issue in the production. Your application is running in the production. There is one bug in the production. Then how do you identify? How do you troubleshoot that problem? You need to check the logs. Logs are available in the Linux machine. You don't know Linux. Then can you proceed further? You don't have knowledge on the Linux operating system. Today morning, for your application, in your application, there is a production bug. There is a bug in the production application running in the live. We got issue in the production. Manager sent a message to you. Manager called you early morning at 7 o'clock. Hey Raju, we got one issue in the production. Quickly, can you check what is the root cause and can you fix the problem? How do you identify? That if you want to identify the production bug, definitely you need to check the log file. The log file is available in the Linux machine. You don't know Linux. Can you complete that task? Can you complete that priority task now? Can you complete that priority task without having the knowledge of the Linux? Now, Pratik is also working in the company. So let's take his inputs, guys. Hi, Pratik. Pratik, can you tell me your experience with Linux?
Yes, sir. Daily need a Linux server for tail.
Daily, you need the Linux server to tail the logs. Okay. Yes. Is there anyone else who is using the Linux machines in the real time as a developer? Who is working on the Linux machines as a developer? There are several working people available. Ajaz, Mr. Ajaz, can you tell me, are you using Linux machines?
Yes, sir. We were using basic commands like
Basic commands,
yes,
yes.
like recent logs. Let's say last 3 month logs are present in our system, but
Okay,
if we need older data, so that we have to fetch from cloud. So on that time we have to use Linux. Using that we have to fetch older logs.
very good, sir. Very good. Yeah. Monica, what about you, madam? Monica Wasal.
Uh,
Yeah, can you unmute Monica?
Hello,
Yeah, hi, good morning.
good morning. So
Yeah.
basically, we monitor the logs as well as to check the status of the services.
Mhm.
If any of the services are down, then we will like basically update services.
Okay, so you are checking the logs and you are checking the services running in the Linux machine. If any services are down, then you need to restart those services.
Yes, right.
So, how many years experience you have as a developer?
Actually, I'm not working as a developer. I am a support.
You are working as a support engineer.
Yeah.
So you are working with Linux machines, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, very good, Monica.
Basically, we work on HDFS Hadoop as well.
Okay, got it. Ravindra.
Yeah, sir, I don't use day-to-day life. After completion of every sprint, we used to deploy our applications.
Mhm,
Then we used to tail the logs from the Linux servers, and
mhm,
we used to monitor our pods in the Hydra environment.
mhm.
Yeah, and if not, if we skip any of the monitoring log, then we would be going into the ELF and checking the logs, sir. This is our system.
Okay, good, sir. So, guys, the people who are not working, who are trying for the jobs, so just come to the reality. So, if you learn just Java, that is not sufficient to do your job. Along with Java, along with coding, you need to learn some tools and you need to learn the Linux and you need to learn the cloud also. So by keeping all these things in the mind, I have prepared the syllabus for our Java real-time project development. So Java real-time project development means generally people will teach the project and people will develop the project. They will share the workspace with you, then the project will be completed. But here it is not like that. We are teaching Linux, we are teaching AWS Cloud, we are teaching Angular, then we are going to develop the project. So that means if you want to survive in the company, what skills are required for the person, those skills we have planned as part of our Java real-time project development. Okay, so after completing this Java real-time project development, you will understand the teamwork, you will understand how to use tools in the project, you will improve your analysis skills, you will improve your database design skills. This course will help you to get the job as well as to survive in the job also. Survival means you should be able to complete your tasks on your own. You should not depend on someone to complete your daily activities in the company. And next, your coding skills will be improved because you are going to develop two mini projects. It's not like trainer is going to develop. I will do it. After my class is completed, I am expecting you to complete the same development. It is not like faculty will share the code with you so that you will download that code and you will execute that. So if you want to take my code and if you want to execute the code, then this course will not help you. You are here to become a good developer. That means you should write the code on your own. So first I will do it. Live coding only, step by step I'm going to develop in the class. Okay. After the class is completed, I'm expecting the same thing from you people. Everybody should write the code on their own. Then only you will get the benefit from this real-time project development. And some people sent a message to me yesterday. Sir, we have attended your Java project demo sessions. Course content is good. We have one doubt in our mind. Will you provide the source code of the project? Some people sent me messages yesterday in the WhatsApp. Will you provide the source code of the mini projects? Will you provide the source code of the major project? Now, I got confused. So why people are thinking like this? So if you take my source code, what you will get? If I give a source code to you, am I going to lose anything? If I give the source code to you, am I going to lose anything? And even my previous batch project source code is available in my Git repository. You can download it. If you want source code, you can download it. There is no problem at all. Okay. If you want only source code, you no need to join for the course, right? Source code I can give you for free of cost. Okay. So if you go to my GitHub account, Ashok IT GitHub account will be available. All my projects, source code, my documents, my class notes, everything is available in my GitHub account. Okay, so here if you see my 26 JRTP project workspace is available. Okay, my SBMS SBMS course workspace is available. Recently, I have completed one Spring Boot microservices batch, guys. That was my 39th batch of Spring Boot microservices. So you can see the 59 applications we have developed in that course. Small applications, 59 examples we have completed in that batch. So here API gateway, circuit breaker, Redis cache, Kafka, JWT, JUnit, file upload, download, okay, and Redis REST API development, REST API exception handling, web client development. So REST API profiles concept, actuators concept, WebMVC concepts, WebMVC mini project, H2 database, okay, and JPA, data JPA examples, so transactions in the JPA, Spring Boot application, dependency injection, auto wiring, bean scopes, IOC container, 59 applications we have developed in the Spring Boot. So if you want only source code, then you can download it for free of cost. There is no problem. We are not charging anything for the source. But that is not the purpose of joining for the course, right? If you want the source code, my previous Java project batch workspace also available. So that we have implemented some microservices here. The source code is available and Postman collection also available to test. You can access this source code. You can download it. No problem. Giving the source code is not a big deal. But so you just come to the reality. If you take the source code from me, whatever is developed in the class, will you get the chance to think as a developer? Will you spend some time to think and write the code? Will you analyze the requirement? Will you face any challenges if you take my source code, which is already tested in the class, which is already working in the class? So many trainers are doing this mistake. After the class is completed, they will share the workspace to the students. Then students will become lazy. Students will not use their brain to develop the code. Students will just copy paste the code and will run the application. It will give the output. Then they will feel that they are doing the practice, they are learning something. But reality, they are just executing the code developed by the trainer. They are not writing the code on their own. Now tomorrow, when you go for the company, manager has assigned a task for you. Can you ask the manager to complete the code and give the source code? Will they do that? Will your manager or team lead will complete the code and will give the source code for you? Or you have to do it on your own? Source code you have to develop on your own. Then why you need to take the code from someone? Maybe 1 week you will face lot of challenges in the development. 10 days you may struggle to write the code properly. You may face a lot of issues in the first 2 weeks of your development. After 2 weeks, you will become very good developer because you will face the problems. You will face the problems and you will think about the problem. You will think about the solution. You will implement your solutions. If you are not able to think and implement the solutions, then how do you survive in the IT industry as a developer? How many days you will depend on someone for the coding when you can write the code on your own? So if you take my workspace, are you going to get any benefit? And I'm not against for sharing the workspace. I already shown you in my GitHub. Definitely this workspace I will give you. There is no doubt. But the thing is, you should have the maturity. So if I am giving the workspace for you, then you should tell no for that. If you take my workspace, you will not face any problem in the coding. Then my course completion part will become easy because student will not face any problem. Student will not ask any doubt. Every day my topic will be completed. Course will complete quickly. Then I will start one more batch. Then I will get new students and new payments. Business. I will get more business. Are you guys understanding the concept? Are you realizing? Are you getting some realization now? If I share the workspace, who will get the benefit? If I share the source code with you, you will get benefit or I will get the benefit? Come on, I want your answer. Who will get more benefit if we give the source code? Come on, guys. So can you tell me, if I give the source code, who will get more benefit? Trainer will get more benefit or student will get more benefit? Trainer will get the more benefit. Why? Because whatever the code we are developing, if we give that code with you, you will not ask any question. You will not face any problem. You will not try anything on your own. My course will complete quickly. My course will complete quickly because no doubts, no problems, no need to think about the problem. I have 11 years experience. I know coding. I will complete the coding. If any issue comes, I can resolve with my thought process. But you will not get anything. You will take my code, you will execute it. It will work in you. Whatever the code working in my system will work in your system also. Because Java is platform independent. Write once, run anywhere. I am writing that code in my system. You are running that code in your system. Write once, run anywhere. You no need to check. Java is platform independent. It will work. If the code is working in your system, you will not use your brain. You will not get any problem. You will not ask any doubt. My classes will complete very smoothly and my course will complete very quickly. Then I will start one more batch. I will get new students. I will get new payments. My business will increase. But what about you? Tomorrow, so whatever we are developing here, every day you will not develop the same thing in the company, right? Tomorrow in the company, every day new requirement will be available. Every day new requirement will be available in the company. Then how do you think about that requirement? How do you develop? So here, as part of the JRTP, instead of focusing on the coding part, we need to focus on the analysis part first. Whatever the requirement comes, you should be able to analyze the requirement. You should be able to develop that requirement on your own. If you don't want to think and write the code on your own, then what is the use of joining this project? Is there any benefit? If you cannot develop the code on your own, then is there any use of joining for the project course? What is the meaning of project? I already told you in the day one. Project means it's not one person work. It's not one person job. Project means a teamwork. So in the company, a team will be available to complete the project. Here, how can you expect from me to complete the entire project? One person cannot do that. We need a team to complete the project. Mini projects I will complete because mini project means small, 2 to 3 screens only will be available. When it comes to the major project, we should work as a team. You should involve in the coding part. Then only you will get the benefit from this Java real-time project course. So will you agree with me or you will not agree with me? Just confirm in the chat box. I want everybody to write the code on their own. That is my intention. I want people should think. I want to change the people thought process to become independent developer. Tomorrow, when some task has assigned to you, you should not look for someone to complete your task. whatever the task is assigned for you in the company tomorrow, that task you should be able to analyze, you should be able to develop, test, deploy, deliver. The complete cycle you should be able to do on your own. Then you are called as independent developer. I want to make you as an independent developer. Everything you should be able to do on your own. That's not overnight job, guys. So 3 to 4 months of time we are going to spend. Whatever I have learned in my 11 years of experience, I'm going to share with you. So what are the struggles I have faced in the company as a developer in the starting stages of my career? So how I got the job in the industry with some fake experience, how I struggled in the company, how I lost my first job in the company, then how I get my second job, how I have survived in the company, how I have learned these many technologies. I'm teaching Spring Boot, microservices, Java real-time project. I'm teaching Docker, Kubernetes. I'm teaching AWS Cloud. I'm teaching DevOps also. So how I have learned all these skills, how I am delivering these classes. Okay. So these things I'm going to tell you. So whatever I have learned, what are the challenges I have faced as a software engineer in my 11 years of experience. I worked for 4 different companies, topmost MNC companies. I have worked, and currently I'm working for topmost product-based company in the US location. My company is US-based bank. I'm working for that company from last 3 years. Okay, and from last 5 years, I'm working in the banking sector only. Right? So what are the struggles we have? What are the challenges we have? What are the difficult situations I have faced in my career as a developer? Okay, all those things I'm going to share with you. And the most important thing, how to use multi-threading in the real-time project, how to use exception handling in the real-time project, how to use security in the real-time project, how to use oops in the real-time project. So all of you know inheritance. So if I ask a scenario, can you tell me where to use inheritance in the project? 80 to 90% of the people don't know. Everyone in this class know what is inheritance. Extending the properties from one class to another class is called inheritance. But where to use it in a project? Can you tell me one scenario in the project where you have used inheritance? Everybody know what is multi-threading. But can you tell me one scenario where you have used multi-threading in your project? Are you guys getting my point? Learning the course, doing the course is different, implementing the project is different. So in this class, how many of you know where to use multi-threading in the project? Everybody know what is multi-threading, but my question is different. Where to use multi-threading in the project? Can you tell me one scenario, one real-time use case? Can you tell me one use case where to use multi-threading in the project? Anybody know that? So that is the difference. Course is different, project is different. This is not course, this is project. So we are going to understand all the real-time things. We are going to understand all the real-time things. You got the concept? Perfect. So I hope you got some clarity. What we are going to learn as part of our project development and what you are going to get. What are the benefits of doing this Java real-time project development? As I told you, once you complete this Java real-time project development, you are not a fresher. Once you complete this Java real-time project development, you are not a fresher. You are equal to 3 to 4 years experienced developer. If anybody having that career gap, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years gap, they can try with the experience also. You are not a fresher after completing this syllabus. Why? Because as part of this JRTP, what you are going to learn? You are going to learn 20 plus real-time tools practically from installation to till problem solving. 20 plus real-time tools we are going to learn in the course. Okay. And for improving your analysis skill, to improve your analysis skill, to improve your coding skills, we are going to develop mini projects. So projects are what kind of mini project we are going to develop, that's not important. Whether you are able to analyze that or whether you are able to design the database for that or not, that is the important. So these two mini projects, the main agenda of these two mini projects to improve your analysis skill, to change your thought process. You need, when you look at some screen, you need to think like a developer. Okay, for this screen, 4 classes are required. 3 methods are required in the each class. Method parameters, method return types. These tables are required. These tables should have a foreign key relationship. One-to-many relationship is required. How to establish that one-to-many relationship in the entity classes. Okay, that kind of analysis should be there. Okay, you need to improve that analysis. To improve your analysis skill, to improve your coding skills, we are adding 2 mini projects here and 1 major project. So whatever the major project that we are developing, the same major project you can keep in your resume. So as I told you, for this batch we are developing e-commerce domain. From now, for every batch we are changing the projects because multiple people are attending the interviews with the same project in the resume. So in the companies also, previously this happened. When my previous batch student attended an interview with the major project we discussed in the class, the interview panel member has identified that he is from Ashok IT because from the last 4 years I was teaching the same insurance project which we have developed in the previous company. So when the people are attending the interview with the same project in the resume, companies are able to recognize that these students are coming from Ashok IT because only our students will keep 20 plus tools in the resume and these people will keep insurance project in the resume. So 4 years, same project, multiple batches. So same students, all the students are keeping the same project in the resume. So that is becoming problem for those people. When they attend the interview, the HR people are recognizing that these people are coming from Ashok IT because these all the resumes are having the same project. And these people with 2 years experience also, they are keeping 20 plus tools. Even 5 to 6 years experience developer will not use all these tools, but these people are keeping these tools. So the companies are able to identify the pattern of our students' resume. So that is the reason for this batch. Okay, we have changed the project. So we are teaching e-commerce domain now. We are going to develop one e-commerce application end to end. So what kind of e-commerce application we are going to develop? That project video also I have given in the YouTube. So you can go through that video. How to display the products based on the category, how to search the products, adding the products to the cart. I think you have seen e-commerce websites. Lot of mobiles you have purchased in the e-commerce, Amazon, Flipkart. Such kind of a project we are going to develop. And along with this major project development, we are going to learn microservices topics. Okay, without microservices, people are not developing the project. Okay, the overview of the microservices you are going to get. The in-depth of the microservices we are going to cover in the Spring Boot microservices batch. And the next one, most important thing, Linux basics we are going to learn. Okay, as people told that in the real time, every day you need to work with the Linux machines to survive in the job. So to check the logs, to find the files, to check the services, to install the softwares in the Linux machine, you should know some Linux basics. And you should know cloud, AWS cloud we are going to cover. AWS cloud, how much required for the developer, some AWS cloud basics we are going to learn. And Angular we are going to learn in the full-fledged manner. Angular separate course we are going to learn. So if you want to learn Angular separately, you need to pay 5 to 6,000. But in the Java project, we are giving Angular for free. We are teaching Angular from the basic to advanced level. So you can keep Angular in your resume. And major project also, we are going to develop by using Spring Boot plus microservices plus Angular plus AWS cloud plus tools. So we will develop this major project by using Spring Boot microservices concepts, backend, front end with Angular. We will deploy that application in the AWS cloud. For the project operations, we are going to use DevOps tools also. Okay, so these many things we are going to learn as part of our Java real-time project. Now, will you consider as a fresher? After learning these many things, will you consider yourself as a fresher? After learning 20 tools, Linux, AWS, Angular, mini projects development, major project development, will you treat yourself as a fresher? Come on. What are the prerequisites to learn the Angular? To learn the Angular, prerequisite is a TypeScript. That TypeScript we will cover as part of the Angular only. No prerequisites. So if you have basic knowledge on the HTML, CSS and JavaScript, very basic knowledge if you have, that is sufficient. To learn the Angular, TypeScript is required. That TypeScript we will cover in our course. Okay. Yeah. So for Angular, separate course we are going to give you guys. So Angular batch, Angular trainer, separate Angular trainer will be available. Who will teach you the Angular topics for 30 to 40 days of time. Angular classes will be available for you. So in the major project, I will use Angular for the front end development. Okay, so Angular trainer will be available. A separate Angular batch will be conducted for you people. So in that batch, you are going to learn the Angular. It's not a crash course of the Angular, guys. It's a complete course of the Angular. So the Angular expert will teach you the Angular topics. Okay, so when I am developing the major project, I will also give you the knowledge on the Angular, and first you are going to learn the Angular, then we are going to use the Angular in our major project development. So Angular classes will be taken care by Angular trainer. All the remaining concepts I'm going to take, only Angular classes separate trainer will take, because it will take 30 to 40 days of time to learn the Angular. Okay, so these Angular classes you need to attend parallelly. Separate batch will be available for the Angular. So we will give you the schedule when that Angular batch is going to start, so that you can attend the Angular classes parallelly. Morning 7 o'clock project class will be available. Mostly in the evening time, the Angular classes will be available for you. Are you guys getting my point? Angular we are going to cover from the basics. No prerequisites for the Angular. TypeScript is the prerequisite for the Angular. That TypeScript we are going to cover. Angular with the TypeScript. Angular is developed by using TypeScript. So first we will teach you the TypeScript. Then we will go for the Angular. So these are the things we are going to learn, and we will provide you some interview guidance also. We will provide you interview guidance. Nothing but how to prepare our resumes, especially for the people who don't have job, who are trying for the job, resume building, how to upload in the job portals, how to apply for the jobs. Okay. And what kind of questions they will ask in the interview, how to explain self-introduction, how to explain roles and responsibilities. Okay, all these things, tricks and tips we are going to tell you as part of interview guidance. And how to cover the gap, how to cover the career gap, we are going to learn. Saujanya, for Angular, you no need to pay the fees separately. Angular is part of the project only. Angular is free for the Java project people. For Spring Boot, separate batch, separate payment will be available. For the Angular, you no need to pay separately. Saujanya, you got the clarity? For Angular, no fees will be available. It is free of cost. We are giving Angular as free of cost for the Java project people. Okay. Now, I want to check with you people, guys. So, shall we start with the tools first, or we will learn the Linux and AWS first? Now, I want to start with the module 2. So, as we discussed, there are 8 modules available in the course. Module 1, that is introduction module, theoretical module we have completed. Now, we need to start with the module 2. Shall we start with the real-time tools first, or we will learn AWS and Linux first? Anything is fine for me. Which one you want to go? Tools means Maven, GitHub. Tools means Maven, GitHub tools that we are going to learn. Okay. Yeah. And one more thing is, if we start the tools, right, guys? So without having the project, all the tools cannot be completed. So whatever the tools we have here, right? Suppose, for example, if I want to teach you this one, for example, logging. Okay, we need to develop a project. In the project only we can implement the logging. If I want to teach you SonarQube, then we need to have the project, then only we can do the code review. Even if I start the tools also, I cannot complete all the tools first, because for some tools project is required. For some tools, for example, if I want to go with the Jenkins, okay, if I want to teach you Jenkins, first we should have some project, then only we can teach the Jenkins. Okay, if I want to teach you JUnit for code review, so we need a project, then only we can implement the code review. In my point of view, so first it's better to learn some cloud concepts and Linux, because some tools we need to set up in the AWS cloud only. Okay, Docker, Kubernetes we cannot set up in the local. We need to set up Kubernetes in the cloud. SonarQube we need to set up in the cloud. Okay, and Docker we need to set up in the cloud. Nexus we need to set up in the cloud. For some tools, Linux machines are required. In the real time also, those machines will be configured. Those tools will be configured in the Linux machine. In my point of view, first learning the Linux and AWS cloud is best option, so that you will have the knowledge on the cloud, so that you will have knowledge on the Linux operating system. Then happily you can set up the tools in the cloud platform. So my choice is learning the Linux commands, and AWS cloud is the best option now. After this, we can start with the tools. So what do you guys say? Because whatever the 20 tools are available, all the 20 tools we can't learn on the Windows machine. Only Maven, GitHub we can learn on the Windows machine. The remaining tools we need to set up in the Linux machine only. In the real time, all these Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, SonarQube, all these tools will be available on the Linux machine. All these tools will be available on the Linux machines, not on the Windows machines. Okay, so if you have some knowledge on the Linux operating system and AWS cloud concepts, then that would be very easy for you to work with these tools. So because you will get the real picture, real environment, the real infrastructure will be available. So you will get better clarity when we are working on the tools. Okay, so my choice is this module. First we are going to finish. So it is going to take 2 weeks of time. Maximum 10 days of time it is going to take to complete the Linux and cloud concepts, so that you will have the better understanding when we are going to start with the tools. And as I told you, all the 20 tools we cannot complete one after other. Okay, if I start today, for next 1 month, sir, can you finish all the 20 tools? No. So if I want to teach you some tools, so at least we should complete mini projects. Then only we can discuss some tools. Okay, if I want to integrate code, Git and Bitbucket, if we have project, then we can do it. Jenkins, deployment. If I have a project, I can deploy. Jira, that is Jira, we can learn directly, no issue. But SonarQube, to do the code review, project is required. So currently we are not developing the project directly, and these tools in the real time. So can anyone tell me, in the real time, SonarQube will be available on the Windows machine, SonarQube will be available on the Linux machine? The people who are working in the company, can you unmute your mic and can you speak out? So is your project Sonar server available on the Windows or available on the Linux?
It is available online. It is a link, sir, actually, SonarQube.
Yeah, SonarQube link. That means it is a Linux server
Yeah.
for you. What about the Jenkins?
Jenkins also, it is also running on Linux server only.
it is also running on the Linux server only. That means, so most of the server, not most, 99.999% infrastructure will be there on the Linux machines. Those Linux machines will be available in the cloud platform. Are you clear with my point? So all of you agree if we start with AWS cloud topics first? AWS cloud and Linux topics first? Is it okay for everyone?
Yes, Ashok.
So the reason for this one is I want to give you the real feeling. You should understand the real infrastructure to develop a project. So if you want to understand the real infrastructure, then definitely you need to work with the Linux machines only. Then only you will get the feeling that yes, I am working on the real-time project. Okay, good. So I hope all of you agreed. Is there anyone having any concern? Please let me know, guys. So based on your confirmation only, I can start this. So my choice will be this one. The reason you will get better clarity. Once you complete the cloud and Linux concepts, then you will have the better understanding on these projects and better understanding on the tools. Okay, cool. So I hope people are accepted to start with Linux. Now, so now the question is, sir, we don't know Linux. How can we work with Linux? And we don't have any Linux machine. How can we work with the Linux machines? How can we work with the Linux machines here? So in order to work with the Linux machine, guys, you no need to purchase a separate laptop. The only thing is create free tier account in AWS cloud platform. So if you can create one account in the AWS cloud platform, then that is sufficient to work with the Linux. Okay, I just want you to create one account in the AWS cloud platform and note it is free tier account. It is free tier account. No need to pay amount. To create the account in the AWS cloud, you no need to do any payment here, guys. It is a free tier account only. But at the time of creating the account, card details required. You need to provide your credit card or debit card details in the AWS cloud for the card verification. 2 rupees will be deducted from your card. 2 rupees deduction for card verification. 2 rupees deduction for card verification. After this card got verified, you will get 2 rupees amount to back. Okay. When you are creating account in the, why we are creating account in the AWS cloud? I need one Linux machine for the practice. So to get the Linux machine for the practice, you need to create one account in the AWS. That is a free tier account only, not with UPI, guys. You need to provide the card details only. Card is required. Either credit card or debit card is accepted. UPI payment is not accepted in the AWS. Okay. You need to create a free tier account in the AWS cloud platform. So as it is a free tier, no need to pay the amount. So you need to provide the card details. So from your card, they will deduct 2 rupees for the card verification and 2 rupees will be refunded after your card is verified. Are you getting my point? So free tier account nothing but 1 year free access. 1 year access free. 1 year free access for AWS services. So for 1 year, you no need to do any bill payment in the AWS cloud for using the resources. Okay. So in the AWS, 200 plus services available. But for all the 200 services, all the 200 services are not free. Some services are paid, guys. So if we use any paid service, bill will be generated. If we use any paid service, bill will be generated. So we can request AWS support team to make bill amount 0. You no need to pay, guys. You no need to do any payment for this one. So by mistake, if you use any paid service in the AWS, then you will get the bill and you can make that bill amount as 0 also. Okay, so we can request AWS support team to make our bill amount as 0. Okay, are you guys clear with my point? So to learn the Linux concepts, to practice AWS cloud, we need to create one free tier account in the AWS cloud platform. What is the meaning of a free tier account? You no need to do any payment. Card details are required, but 2 rupees they will charge from the card. They will send 2 rupees back to your account. And as it is a free tier account, 1 year free access will be available for the AWS service. By mistake, without having proper knowledge, if you use any paid service in AWS, bill will be generated. So we can request AWS support team to make bill amount 0. Okay. If we don't pay bill amount, AWS will deactivate our account. Okay. AWS will not deduct amount from the cards directly. We are safe in this area. Even though we are giving the card, AWS people will not deduct the amount from your card directly. You got some bill amount, you did not request the support team to make the bill amount as 0. Then AWS people will send a couple of reminders for you. After that, if you don't pay the bill amount, then simply they will deactivate your AWS account. So we are safe with respect to the card details, because from last 5 years I'm using AWS cloud account. Okay, so in the 5 years I have created 5 different accounts. Every year one free tier account we are going to create. After 1 year, account will be deactivated. Then again we are creating new account for the practice. Are you guys clear with my point? So today task for everybody is creating free tier account in the AWS cloud. Before coming to tomorrow's session, everybody should have one account in the AWS cloud. So how to create that account in the AWS? It is just a sign up process, guys. So you know how to create the accounts. You created your account in the Facebook. Will anybody explain to you how to create account in the Facebook? Anybody explain to you how to create your account in the Instagram? How to create account in the Gmail? No, right? In the same way, you can create account in the AWS cloud also. Just the form you need to fill up and enter. Okay, enter the data and submit the form. Go to AWS console. So like this AWS platform will be available. Create a new AWS account option will be available. So in this screen, you need to fill up your data and you need to complete your account creation process. Okay. And if you don't know, if you want some help to create the account in the AWS, no problem. Within 2 minutes, you can complete your account creation if you have the proper card. So here in our channel, I have given one video also how to create account in the AWS cloud within 2 minutes. Now you see, 1 year back, I have uploaded one video in the YouTube. AWS account setup in 2 minutes, 65,000 people has watched that video. So 2 minutes 40 seconds video is available. Okay, I'm going to give you this link also in the chat box. You can click on this link and you can bookmark that video. So in that video, I have explained how to create account in the AWS cloud. So can you guys complete this process before coming to tomorrow's session? Okay, every day I will be giving you some task for you guys. So today's task, AWS account creation. Everybody should have your own AWS account. AWS account, free tier account setup. AWS free tier account setup. This is the task for you people. All of you agree with me? You just need to create the account in the AWS before coming to tomorrow's session so that we can start with our class topics like AWS topics, Linux topics we are going to learn.
Okay, sure.
Good.
So Ashok, I have a question. So whatever the services we are using, those are free of cost, or we need to pay?
free of cost only, sir. So some paid services also we are going to use. I will tell you which is free service and which is paid service. And when you use, for example, Kubernetes. For Kubernetes, we are going to use a paid service. Okay, then we will get the bill amount, but you no need to do the bill payment. I will tell you how to make your bill amount as a 0. We can talk to AWS support team. We will tell to AWS support team we are students. We are exploring the AWS services. By mistake, we have used one service. So we got the bill amount, but I cannot pay the bill amount. So if you tell that to the AWS team, they will make your bill amount 0. So you are safe. And at worst case, what will happen if you don't pay the bill amount?
Account
You will
deactivate.
lose yes, you can create one more account.
Got you. Thank you, Ashok.
Yeah.
So,
Guys,
Sir, regarding payment, could you please forward the details as the earliest?
yeah. In the tomorrow session, I will give you the details. Sir.
Okay. Means tomorrow also we can attend
Yeah.
class in
Yes.
the same link. Okay.
Tomorrow also you can attend the class with the same Zoom.
Okay. Okay.
So
Guys,
guys,
please enable enroll option in the Ashok IT, sir.
sure, sir. Definitely. Tomorrow I will give you the details for enrollment process. Tomorrow is the last free session. So don't miss the classes from tomorrow because the real concepts we are going to start from tomorrow. AWS, if you want to learn the AWS cloud separately, guys, so you need to pay 8,000 rupees. Okay. Here you are getting the AWS cloud for free of cost. So don't miss this opportunity, guys. Don't miss this opportunity. It's a wonderful opportunity for you. So don't miss this opportunity because you are going to learn the Linux and AWS cloud, which is very, very, very important to survive in the job.
Sir, one more doubt. As you informed that Angular classes would be happening at the evening times.
Yes.
So, since that is the separate batch, we are subscribing for only this Java JRTP. The course material would be available based on our subscription or not?
Yes, sir. Completely. You will get videos for both classes. You will get the notes for both classes.
Yeah, because we might miss because of our office hours.
Yes, sir. You will get the videos and you will get the notes also for both.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
So, sir, we have developed some common functionality, right, in this application.
Yeah.
Is it same for real time also? We can use in the company same way development.
Yes, sir. We can use that.
Sir, are you using SSO or login here in major project?
We can implement that SSO authentication. Anyhow, we are going to implement the Spring security with JWT tokens for the login.
So we are not going to use SSO?
No. If you want,
Sir,
I can explain SSO also.
One more change I would like to request in the process, if you agree.
Yes, sir.
Whatever he is suggesting now, SSO, for such kind of things, did we discuss architecture at the earliest before starting?
Sure, sir. Any topic which I am going to talk, first I will explain the architecture, then only we are going to implement.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to teach in a more real-time manner, guys. You should get the practical knowledge. So that is the reason. I have given the link in the WhatsApp channel also, guys. So AWS account setup. I request all of you to complete that account setup process before coming to tomorrow's session. In the tomorrow session, I will show you how to create Linux machine in the AWS cloud directly. Tomorrow I will show you how to create Linux machine in the AWS cloud directly. Okay, good. Fine, guys. I hope you are clear with everything. So from tomorrow onwards, our journey will start with the Java real-time project development. So let's hope for the best. So definitely I will give my best for this course and I'm expecting the same thing from you people also. So my 100% support will be available. I'm expecting 100% cooperation from your side also. Then we can make this batch also success like our previous batches. So I need your cooperation. I need your time. I need your concentration. Then only we can achieve our goal. So my goal I have already told you. So everybody who is joining for this project course should become a full stack developer, should become independent developer. They should be able to develop any kind of requirement on their own. And as I told you, my course is not only for getting the job, even after getting the job, to survive in the job also, this course will help you. So next 3 months of time, I need your 100% focus. Then you will learn projects development with Linux, AWS, Spring Boot, microservices, Angular. So the complete latest trends in the market we are learning. And 20 plus tools also we are going to learn. So definitely it is going to be an advantage for you. Okay. So it is not like faculty will explain everything. I need the effort from your side also. So you are attending 1.5 hour class. Okay. So Angular classes also will start, but not now, guys. So after 10 days, our Angular classes will start. I will tell you when the Angular classes will start for you separately. Okay.
Sir, one.
Yeah.
Sir, hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Sir, for Angular, basic knowledge of JavaScript is also required, right?
If you very basic knowledge of JavaScript, sir, because mainly we are going to use TypeScript there. So basic knowledge of JavaScript is sufficient.
Not more than accessing form elements, I hope.
Yes, that's it. How to create, how to create a function in the JavaScript, how to use a data type in the JavaScript.
Sir, one more thing. Is it okay to have we can spare 1.5 hour other than class time?
Yes, sir.
By
1.5
joining
hour
this course?
Yes. If you can practice 1 to 2 hours of time, that is sufficient.
Okay.
And sir, what will be the means the timing of this batch? 7 to 9 or 7 to 8?
7 to 8:30, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, from tomorrow onwards, sharp class will start at 7 o'clock, will end by 8:30. Okay. So from tomorrow, we are going to start with AWS topics, including Linux also. So before coming to tomorrow's session, I want all of you to complete account setup in the AWS.
Hello, sir, one thing, sir, this batch will complete within like 3 months or it will take more time, sir?
Sir, I told you 1 month buffer, sir, because we are going to develop the project. So it depends on how people are going to complete this. That's why I have given the time slot 3 to 4 months. 3 months is the minimum, 4 months is the max.
Okay.
So within this period, it will complete. Because it's a project. If it is a course, I can give you the exact schedule. But it is a project, so I can't fix the timeline because sometimes people may not develop the requirement as expected. Some people they can complete, sometimes they cannot complete because project means a lot of challenges will be available.
Yes,
that's
sir.
why 1 month buffer I'm taking.
Okay, sir.
Okay, good. So tomorrow is the last free session, guys. So tomorrow also you can attend the classes with the same Zoom link. And before coming to tomorrow, please complete the task. And tomorrow we'll start with our AWS topics.
So for design pattern, like that will be covered under this, or we need to.
Some design patterns that are required for the project we are going to implement in the project.
So
if you want to learn in depth more about the design patterns, then separate batch will be available for.
So
only for design pattern separate.
Okay, is it recorded? Like yesterday, we got some message regarding that. Is it recorded session?
Live sessions. Live session.
Live session. Yeah.
Yes, not recorded. Everything is live.
I mean, course
so
duration.
That design pattern, maybe you have seen 999 poster, na? That is design pattern. That is recorded videos.
Oh, that is recorded.
Yeah, that is recorded.
Okay, so I mean, whatever in the live session will be there, that same will be covered.
Same videos will be uploaded. Yeah. Self-learning videos.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
So Ashok, out of curiosity, I'm asking one question: is this project will go live or it's a demo?
It will go live, sir. We will deploy. Live means in the AWS cloud we are going to deploy. You can access this project in your mobile also.
Oh, okay, that's great. Thank you so much, Ashok.
Do we expect same kind of running nodes for Angular as well?
Yes, sir. Whatever that I'm typing for the project, same way for Angular also running nodes will be available.
We are much comfortable with your running nodes.
Yeah, sure, sir. You will get the same kind of notes for the project. Yeah, same kind of notes for the project, same kind of notes for the Angular also.
What is the plan, sir? When Angular classes are
running? I will update. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So give us 1 week of time so that we'll confirm the schedule.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi, sir.
Sir, we expect you to use microservices in the main project.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Or in the main project.
Yeah, we are using microservices in the main project.
Okay,
Sir, in Angular, did the trainer will cover Bootstrap, jQuery, all these things, or only Angular concepts would be
Sir,
there?
he will cover TypeScript and Angular, not jQuery and all. So we don't need jQuery, sir. It is outdated. Nobody is using that. He will cover TypeScript and he will start Angular.
Okay.
It's like a regular course only, sir. It's a regular course. You are getting free access for that course. So the people, I will tell you the fact. The people who want to learn only Angular, they will pay 8,000 rupees for the same course. But you guys will get the free access for that course.
Sir, Node.js, they will teach.
What is the purpose of Node.js? What is the purpose of Node.js, man?
Unnecessary confusion in between these two.
Node.js is used for backend development.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here we are learning, here we are using Spring Boot for the backend development. So
Sir, hope there is a mechanism which some of the architects will follow, that they would be sending a request to the node layer. From there, they would be getting subscribed to the UI layers.
Yeah. So when you are using Spring Boot for the backend development, Node.js is not required. Node.js is a backend technology, like our Java.
I remember your video few years ago, that same things you mentioned there. I asked someone, what is Node.js? People ask when.
Good. Fine, sir. No issue. Fine, guys. With this, we are done for today. So let's hope for the best. From tomorrow, we'll start the actual content. We'll start with the AWS. I request all of you to create account in the AWS cloud before coming to tomorrow's session. I have given the WhatsApp channel link. In that also, I have posted the account setup video. That is just 2 minutes video, guys. Just go through that so that you will get the better idea and you set up your AWS account. So from tomorrow, we'll start working with the AWS concepts and Linux concepts. Thank you, guys.
Hi, sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Can you share the payment date?
Tomorrow I will share the details.
Tomorrow, okay.
Tomorrow is the last free session. You can attend the class with the same Zoom link for tomorrow. Tomorrow you can do the payment.
Sir, from tomorrow, actual content will start, right?
Yes,
No
sir.
more,
AWS.
no more
Yeah.
demo.
No more demo. AWS will start. I mean, the Linux will start from tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ashok. Have a good day.
Thank you, guys. Good day.